A teenager with unruly hair tries to succeed in love. Today, we will summarize the untangling of love. This is the story of Park Se-ri, a young girl from Bus at the end of the 90s who is in her last year of school. She hates her curls because she feels they don't suit her and longs to one day have straight hair like her sister. She spends time with her group of friends without anything new until one day the most handsome boy in school, Kim Hye-yeon, greets her. She tells them that they both met at the beach while swimming. Obviously she likes him, as do many other girls. And encouraged by her friends, she decides to confess to him. One day she goes to the beach trying to meet Kim Hye-yeon again, but she doesn't find him. The one who does arrive there is a newly arrived young man named Han Yoon-seok. He accidentally knocks over Sari's clothes, and while trying to pick them up, he falls into the water. The problem is that he doesn't know how to swim. Luckily, Sari is a great swimmer, and when she sees him drowning, she goes to help him. She even almost gives him up, but in the end, it's not necessary. The next day, a new classmate arrives at school, and guess who it is? Yes, Han Yoon-seok, who because of the fall the day before, now has crutches. When they see him, they laugh for a while, but he seems to be quite quiet and shy. In the following days, Syria and her friends help the new one a little, since it is very difficult for him to walk with crutches. One day, Sari meets at school a classmate who had hair just as unruly as hers, but now it's completely straight. She asks her to tell her where she got that straightening done, and that's how they get to the beauty salon, where they have a new treatment. However, this treatment is quite expensive for Surya, and although she tries to get the money, it's not enough. One day she realizes that Han Yoon-seok is the son of the owner of the beauty salon, so she introduces herself to her saying that she is his friend and that she saved him at the beach to see if somehow she can get a discount. Then the mother tells her that if she helps her son until he stops using crutches, she will do the straightening completely free. This makes Siri very happy, and at last her dream of having straight hair will come true. So she takes her mission of helping Han Yoon-seok quite seriously. Every day they go back and forth to school together, so they both enjoy each other's company. She even shows him her father's shop where they can spend time reading comics or studying. As he is already part of the group, it happens that Han Yoon-seok also helps with the plan to confess. First they make little origami balls, because giving one means that the other person likes you. Although he still seems not to like the idea, he does it for her. Even when a classmate tells her that she has no chance with Kim Hye-yeon because her hair is a disaster, which is quite cruel and makes her feel very bad. Han Yoon-seok comforts her and tells her not to pay attention, because he actually likes her hair. She plans to confess at school, but there is a problem. Kim Hye-yeon is in a special class of the top 100, so Han Yoon-seok takes the test only to be able to enter, and that way Siri has the chance to confess. Surprisingly, he gets first place, but with this he knocks Kim Hye-yeon off the list. Okay, he took the test only for you. He says you are pretty just as you are. Girl, wake up. The plan changes, and now the confession will be on the school trip. The day of the long-awaited makeover arrives. Han Yoon-seok helps washing Sari's hair, but he uses a conditioner even though he knows he shouldn't use it. Although he doesn't say it with words, he doesn't want her to lose her curls. The next day, Siri arrives at the trip and leaves everyone extremely surprised. Everything is ready for the big moment. You can see on Han Yoon-seok's face that he still doesn't like the idea, but he still helps. When Sari is finally face-to-face with Kim Hye-yeon, she cannot tell him that she is in love with him because she simply can't stop thinking about Han Yoon, about all the time they have spent together, and how good it feels being with him. She is in love with her best friend, although Han Yoon-seok doesn't ask her anything about what happened inside. He is very happy that Sari didn't confess to Kim Hye-yeon. The days pass, and it's already time for Sari to take the university entrance exam. Days before, she sees Han Yoon-seok talking with a classmate, and she gets jealous, so it's clear she no longer sees him as a friend. On the day of the exam, she thinks she will be alone, but Han Yoon-seok appears dressed as a bear and gives her a gift, which is why he was talking with that classmate, which makes Siri very happy. Both have feelings for each other, so one day while walking, Han Yoon-seok confesses to her. They walk holding hands and even share a kiss. Everything seems like happiness until one day, when she wants to surprise him. Han Yoon-seok receives the news that his mother is hospitalized in Seoul. He goes quickly to Seoul to see his mother. It turns out that his father is an abusive doctor who wanted to keep Han Yoon-seok under control, and who is very angry because he didn't take the university entrance exam. As she doesn't hear anything from Han Yoon-seok for several days, Siri goes to Seoul to see him at the hospital. She manages to see and understand what is happening, so she doesn't want to be a burden to him. She first leaves him a message saying that she misses him, and deletes it, and then makes another one where she says that she only sees him as a friend, and that it would be best if they separate. This last thing is clearly not true, but Sari doesn't know how to handle the situation, so very sad, she returns home. In her father's shop, where they spent so many moments together, she finds a notebook where Han Yoon-seok tells his story of how she saved him not only at the beach, but with her way of being, that he loves everything about her, including her curls. There are also many photos of all the moments together, and with their friends, and at the end he writes that he loves her. She cannot hold back her tears, wishing that her great love could be well very soon. Time passes. We see that Suri is already in university, and her friends have arranged some blind dates for her, because since the matter with Yoon-seok she hasn't gone out with anyone. However, she doesn't want to. That same day she cancels it, but she receives a message saying that she looks very good. She gets upset thinking it's a joke. But everything changes when she sees Yoon-seok in front of her. She can't say anything, and automatically hugs him and apologizes for what she said in the message. But he tells her not to worry because he didn't delete the first message, so he knows that she loves him. He tells her that he loves her and gives her a lot of origami balls, so at last they can be together and happy after so much time apart. The person who truly loves you will love all your details, even the ones you don't like yourself. And who knows, maybe one day while swimming and thinking about someone you end up saving your true love. That's how this adorable story ends.